home studio. When asked what instrument he played in school, he said an AK-47. True fact. NAAN has a poet grandfather and his own big boots to fill.
We're about to get into that performance, but right now our next presenter, Jian Gomeshi, is up there. And he's so exactly. I don't know who's so multi-talented. He's actually playing drums.
Yeah, drummer Mossy Frugas. Way back. Good game.
What else? I found it on Good Authority that John actually introduced you to your notes video.
Yes, that's right, Jianga. Yeah. Wow, good research. That's true. Jian Gomeshi introduced me to my fiance, Jill Barber. Where are you? Stand up, sweetie. No? Okay. Thanks to the antiperspirant. All right, it's not strong enough for a man. Okay, so, and let's introduce Jian now, shall we? All right, he is a Canadian Renaissance man. As you saw, he's a musician, he's a writer, he's a TV host, a radio personality, he's an artist manager, and the host of Q, one of the most successful radio programs in the history of CBC Radio. He introduced me to my fiance, too, Jian Gomeshi.
I'm available if anyone's looking for a life partner. At least for me to introduce them to a life partner. Better at that than finding them. I didn't intend to do that, but I'll milk it if there is a special someone. Well, it's a serendipitous night for me because most of my personal shortlists are actually in the room, so I'm going to be happy on all sorts of levels. If a few different people win tonight, but why NAAN? I think this is a particularly special artist and a special record. It's tempting to, in separating NAAN from the rest of the pack, to revel in the glory of his utterly remarkable personal story. As many of you know, he's an enigma. He's someone who is different from the rest of the pack. You know, I'll just go to the notes. I was all not using notes. Let's just go to the notes. Actually, what I was going to say is, and with all due respect to our Canadian icons and legends from previous eras, like a Gordy Lightfoot or a Johnny Mitchell, I think NAAN is the quintessential Canadian role model. He's at present. He's urban, he's progressive, he's aware, he's tough. He's a first-generation immigrant who crosses, in terms of his appeal, crosses both age and race lines. He's impossibly polite, but he also doesn't take any shit. He's, you know, a model Canadian, really. But as tempting as it is to talk about him and his story, his record, fortunately, makes an incredible case for itself. And this is really, Troubadour really is something special. And no matter what happens tonight in terms of who wins and who loses, I do hope you'll take this record and spend some time with it. Really get involved in what he's done here, because it is something, it's something special to create a new sound. He did it with his first record, he builds on it with this record. And you can listen to this and you immediately know it's NAAN. Not just because of his distinctive vocal stylings, but because of the fusion of sounds he's put together, which, as you all know in the room, is hard to do at this point. And so lyrically, there's these parallels between Africa and America that create the thread of the record. But musically, this fusion that, you know, runs the gamut from rap and hip-hop, and it's not fair to just call this a rap or hip-hop record. It is those things, but there's so much more. You'll hear elements of Ethiopian jazz, or reggae, or rock, or pop, and by the time you get to something like Waving Flag, and you hear that anthem that both transports and inspires, you hear a song and an album that speaks to something that should be heard by the entire world. So it's my pleasure put forward my choice for the Polaris Music Prize 2009, Troubadour, NAAN.
When I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. One to a throne, stronger than Rome, but violent prone, poor people's home, but it's my home. All I